It is really. I don't know if it's necessarily Ross only, which obviously, before anybody starts coming in with, "Oh, you're an insensitive dick." Obviously, we're saddened to hear about Ross passing, but it really is more and more as every week goes by, amplifying what you and I have been preaching for 10 years or more on this show, that they're going, and there's nobody to replace them.
That is true.
It's just sad.
I think what we got the biggest kick out of when speaking to Ross was he was always tending to his batting cages. And
right.
While we were interviewing Ross, you could hear ting, ting. You could hear people hitting softballs or baseballs in the background. Ting. But he was always fun. Yeah, he was just always very open and easygoing and laid back when it came to interviews. And he was just very, I guess, upbeat and lively all the time. He wasn't a drag at all. He acted like he was happy to talk to you.
Yes, absolutely. He was thrilled that anybody cared. And he told us that I was listening to a few of them today because I just was in that weird, dreary mood. And he told us that. He said he was happy that anybody cared past Manowar. Right. And we were always very supportive of Ross the Boss, the band, and Death Dealer, of course. Right. So, we were, unlike a lot of people that don't realize that Ross did anything other than those first few Manowar albums, we stayed with Ross all the way till the end.
We did. And, we made a friend out of somebody who originally didn't appear was going to be a friend of ours, but Sean Peck.
Yes, that is true.
We had a rocky start with Sean Peck. We did. And then all of a sudden he made it very clear that he was a huge fan of the show.
Yeah. And when Sean Peck says he's a huge fan, then Sean Peck is a huge fan.
And when you exited the show for your hiatus, he said he was interested in taking your place at one point.
Wow. Show could have been good, but you blew it.
No, but the problem is that he couldn't commit to every Saturday. Sure. That was the problem, and it was just like, and I just wasn't in the frame of mind to work out somebody that may be there, who may not be there. Right. Who might step in, who might not stay. And it would have been cool, if I had a Sean Peck, he was getting to be kind of a known fella in the music world, but I just, to be honest with you, if it wasn't you, I didn't want to break in somebody else.
So I was told by our fantasy writer this week.
Oh,
he told me some of the stuff you were talking about.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, I was just being very honest with our ongoing book.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's been a lot of fun.
It has been a lot of fun. I just being able to dredge up a lot of memories and think about the past and how many things have taken place and, where the show has come from and where it's been and where it's, where we've developed it and, the ups and downs and the good and the bad. Not that there's been much bad. There's been a few rough spots, but nothing that we weren't able to overcome.
Yeah, no.
It was more circumstances more than anything else.
Yeah. No, we don't have our Opie and Anthony moment. That's for sure.
No. But I'm very excited about it. As far as the book, there is a book forthcoming, and it is. What would you say we're in about 2/3?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, I'm just going by the history as far as where you're at.
Where I'm at, quite honestly, we did 45 minutes or an hour or something earlier this week, and all we talked about was why I left the show.
All right, so
I came back.
All right, well, we're at around 2012.
Yeah, so
because that's about where I'm at.
So maybe this week or next week. I don't even know when the next ones are, but whenever the next ones are, we'll.
Well, I got a session tomorrow at 1.
I think I don't have one. Well, I gotta look. I don't know. I don't know. My phone will tell me when it's time.
Well, serve no book before it's time.
Dude, I have so many things on my calendar anymore. My calendar looks like a 3-year-old threw paint at a wall. Just nothing but colors now. Here's a yellow, here's a red, here's a blue. And, it's like, God, every day. On Thursday, I think it was. No, Wednesday, I had training for 2 hours. I had 2 interviews. Then I had the Seth show with 2 more interviews. All in like one little 5-hour window.
Right.
I did, and Joel. And that guy.
Well, there was a lot of chit chat there for you.
Yeah, dude.
In a 5 to 6 hour window.
Yeah, it's just nonstop with these appointments and schedules, but it's good. I'm definitely not complaining. Outside of the book thing and even outside of the training stuff, a lot of cool interviews. I've been talking to a lot of good people, and I've got some other really good people scheduled. So people that the audience will love. So
right.
And the locals people already know. Like I chatted with Vinny Appice this week.
Okay.
And he was his normal great, he's such a good dude, man. But, he was fun. And I did talk to Pete Agnew of Nazareth this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was pretty good. He was,
yeah.
I really felt bad on that one a little bit, 'cause I just don't know their music. Like, I spent the day before just I pulled up, whatever it is, anthology or greatest hits or whatever of Nazareth. And it was a carbon copy of what you and I said last week. I knew 2 songs.
Right, of